They said Jordan sales went down in 2025. What was it? They said 16%. Do you think it's any reason for that? Of why Jordan sneakers? I mean, Jordans have always been popular within our culture. So for them to see
it went down how much?
16%.
16.
He's still getting a crazy bag if it only went down 16%.
That's how much? That's 7 point what?
Just speaking on it, is it going down?
7.6 billion.
What you think is the reason it went?
That's 16%. It's crazy.
What does 16% mean? What?
It's 7.6 billion.
Fuck.
Damn.
I mean, let me
You think the YN they ain't buying Jordans no more?
But the 84%,
like how we was on
that's
it?
7.6
Right, what the
billion.
84?
Like the rush?
84%.
Because I'm gonna be real with you, I don't see.
It's damn like 40.
I see more lines, and this on social media, like, but I see more lines for like Supreme and like certain other drops than I would see for Jordans.
But I just think it's a lot of
depending on the
other
Jordan.
It's a lot. I think in this last few years we've seen a lot of sneakers pop out. Like Asics went crazy. All the kids, the Saucony start going. It was like a different variety of sneakers. New Balance went crazy. So all the young kids started adapting to these new type of sneakers. So I think naturally that could
Old
take up a lot of space. I mean,
and it could be it also could be the resale world too. Like you don't gotta get up 6 in the morning no more to get and wait in line. You know you can still get them. Like I feel like our time, them shits was selling out.
But also the economy's down.
Gone, like.
Economy is down also, so we got to take that in consideration. Everything is mad expensive right now. A lot of people not getting no money. This shit is crazy outside. So I don't think Jordans are the most important thing on a lot of people's mind right now as they was in the past, and think it was more money.
But is that a sign that Jordans might be not as important as they used to be?
I wouldn't say so. You probably look at all of these designers and sneakers and brands. They probably all down a little bit from the way the economy is going. This shit is hard out there right now.
Right.
It's also different generations involved. So Jordans in our generation was a must-have shoe.
And he was playing.
Younger generations, it's trickling down.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying, we might even pass it to our kids, and we kind of put the Jordans on them in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Because we know those are the sneakers to have.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't grow up with the same Michael Jordan story that we did. They didn't get to watch him play in the same, you know what I'm saying? It's really just a sneaker. We had both elements to it. We had the sneaker, we had them dropping. We was growing up when they were actually dropping the first time. We might have had the same Jordans 4 or 5 times already now. So they haven't had that. So they could look at a shoe, to them, if it ain't appealing and they looking at another sneaker on the side, they might go for that because they didn't live the story to really appreciate them in the same way. So
since you're talking about the elements and us being able to see Jordan play, and so what's baby bro name? Mike Rich Paul. I'm about to call him Chris Paul. Rich Paul, that's a Braun man, right? He was talking about Jordan's influences for the cool of the hustlers, more about the cool of the hustlers than it was about him playing basketball. And Spiz just said that we got to watch him play basketball. So what made you wear the Jordan? Was it actually Michael Jordan on the court, or was it the hustler on the street?
It definitely was Michael Jordan on the court. There was a lot of marketing that went into that. His commercials with Spike Lee and all of the, you also seen him win. You seen him be a great player in the shoe. They marketed it as that. You know what I'm saying? So I would say the streets and, if you've seen a drug dealer wearing them, that adds to the cool of them in your environment.
Yeah.
But I definitely think Michael Jordan played a very big part in his shoes being popular like that.
I would say the hustlers put that edge on it, like that style on it, that you was like, oh, now I got to have them. But Michael Jordan definitely had people wanting Jordans and go outside on the basketball court and try the illest Jordan moves. I can't say that. And I wasn't the biggest Jordan fan, but I still had to get the Jordans and try to do a couple Jordan moves and things like that. So I would say basketball made me rock the Jordans more than the hustlers did. But the hustlers made me rock a lot of sneakers, though. I can't say that. I won't
Yeah,
deny
the hustlers
that,
did, but why? Because Jordan was such a prominent force.
He's an icon.
Right? That,
they wouldn't have been wearing them sneakers if he wouldn't have been Mike on the court.
If he wasn't who he was, they wouldn't even got to those.
And they were wearing other basketball players' shoes, but they're still aren't in the same light as what Jordans were. It was every
And it was
basketball
fire
player in the
basketball
90s
shoes out, yeah.
had sneakers.
Had some
You know what I'm
fire.
saying?
Some
And had
shit.
fire sneakers, but Jordans was always
At the top of it, yeah. Like niggas couldn't wait for those to drop on Easter.
but
the
was
black
that-
pair
and-
dropped on Easter.
So was that
He dropped the
because he
same
was
sneaker,
who he
different
was?
color.
because he was the top. He was the top.
Kill him.
Top dog. He the top dog. His sneakers is the top dog.
he dropped
He
the
winning the
Aqua Blue
championships. He doing three-peats. It was nobody on his level in that
So
department.
it made it cool.
You know, Mike has some other shit going on with sneakers. I ain't gonna lie. Like
Then them commercials, you gotta think about how fire, like Spencer was saying, the market and the way
if I could be like, I wanna be.
Wheaties, he had
like
cereal. He was
Mike.
on a cereal box, or
Everything.
like even if you ain't eat Wheaties, you seen Mike on the cereal
Space
box.
Jam.
Like,
I'm telling you, he made a nigga want to go outside and think he was gonna go to the NBA
Wanna be
watching
like
Space
Mike.
Jam. Like nigga, I wanna
Wanna
be,
be like
Sneakers, his shoes have names. They are the Space Jam 11s.
Right,
They are
right.
the Bread 4s. There's not a lot of,
Yeah, the
even
full
when you
game.
think of other basketball players' shoes, you just call them the Barclays. They call those the
it ain't
the
different.
pennies.
Right.
Those like those
you was-
shoes got their own
You was
culture
really
to
that
them.
nigga. You had them Jordans on back in the years they was dropping. Nah, you was really him. If you
And
had
he's the only, his shoe is the only shoe. Ewing's kind of last a long time too, but not like Jordan's. Like you got to think, my
Ewing's
son,
had a clean
They had a
8
run.
months.
huh?
He had a clean 8 months.
No,
the blue and white
Ewing's-
pair was
Ewing's-
cool.
Ewing's wild lasted for a minute, but listen,
8 months. You
Ewing's
Brooklyn niggas
lasted
is wearing them
more than
shits for
that,
9
bro.
years. What's up with you, bro?
No, they even came out with the new Ewing's.
You talking
like,
about the Adidas Ewings or the one when he went solo?
the Adidas Ewing's was the first one, but when he went solo,
Yeah, them
those
lasts
lasted.
about 8, 9 months.
I never had a pair, but those lasted. They didn't last.
The Ewing,
Not
The
super long,
Ewing
but
Athletics?
It was,
I'm telling you, they ain't last. It lasts about 8, 9 months. I'm a sneaker
they had a
fiend
run.
from back in the day,
Ewing's
bro.
lasted.
I
in
wouldn't
Brooklyn,
compare it
maybe.
to Jordans though.
First of all, I only had the Adidas Ewing's with the net right here,
Those the only ones they let in jail.
right? And then he went and did his own thing. Them shits was everywhere. Everywhere. What happened?
Nothing.
No, what happened?
Nothing.
What you say?
Nothing.
We good?
Yeah, we perfectly
Nah,
good.
I'm
You
trying to
my
understand,
main
is we
man.
good?
You my main man.
But what I was trying to say is this: Jordan
You trying to say
transcended time.
Nah, he did.
His son, like my son, 23 years old. He wasn't even born when Jordans came out. Those
So people still buying babies Jordans
There
right
you
now
go.
in 2026.
Fours. It
And we
wasn't-
talking about
wasn't out for no fours.
89, 90
There you
and all
go.
this type of shit.
Right.
He had the illest run of all time, and I don't think it'd never be
Yeah,
duplicated.
no one's even close. There's stories behind, a couple of the flu games and there's nobody
much
that
happened
has
with
He
that
got
much
history
history.
behind his sneakers. He had the
There's
one with the toe
stories.
cut with the
There's
toe
literal
cut out.
stories. There's
smoked
shattered
them with the toe
backboards.
out.
There's literally stories
stories behind those
to
shits.
majority of his shoes, and that you could really document and look up. So
Laney's, high school. He got it's too much for
ill.
Mike.
He ill. Shouts to Mike, man.
I definitely think his story and what he was as a player, and just kind of like as a iconic figure in black culture. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not even just basketball. Like Michael, you said he was in movies. He's on cereal boxes. He was that guy. You know what I mean?
Didn't he have Michael Jackson in the video? Or Michael,
What?
He did something with Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Yep.
Michael
Spike-
Jackson had him in the video.
Spike Lee.
Mike had him in the,
Right.
different.
The new generation thinks relevance dictates how much money you have. Is being rich enough to make you relevant?
I mean, for the internet audience, you know what I'm saying? For people who look at relevance as currency, you know what I'm saying? So, online is relevance, I guess, as if people that know you and talking about you.
Social
But I don't
relevance?
look at
That don't mean you, that don't mean you.
relevance is one thing and having money is another. I don't
There's
even
mad
know
rich
how
people that ain't
that's
relevant.
blurred
You
together,
could you could turn relevance into money, but you can't consider relevance being money. What you gonna get in the club for free? Shit like that? Like what? how
It's
does
saying that if you have money, then you're relevant.
that,
Nah.
I wouldn't say so.
But that's what that's saying, right?
I don't think so.
I mean, maybe reading it wrong.
So,
Let's read it again.
Money don't make
relevance and rich is two different
Yeah,
things.
100%.
Like, that's
If
why I
you-
say I don't even understand where
you. If you
where
a
it blurs.
if you a
People-
fuckhead when you poor, you gonna be a fuckhead when you rich.
Right.
If you a lame when you poor, you gonna be a lame when you rich.
That don't change.
Money don't unlame you or unfuckhead you. You understand? It's
Right.
the
Money
same
can give
nigga.
you the spotlight, but it
You still
might
gonna
not
be who
make
you
you
is.
relevant. But it'll definitely give you the spotlight. People like money.
There's a lot of people that's rich that don't want to be relevant.
That's true. That's
just
different.
And it's a
though.
lot of people
You know
who
what I mean?
relevant who not rich.
Right, there you go.
That's why
That's
I said
pop,
this is
right,
both.
right.
It's two different lanes. I mean, if you want to be relevant, I'm sure a lot of people chasing relevance and a lot of people chasing money. So it's whatever you
What you
want.
into?
Yeah, whatever you want. But I don't think either one dictates either one.
It don't. It really don't. It really don't. Absolutely not.